So I start with an idea and let the painting kind of take over. Often you end up going in another direction altogether, which is kind of nice to let it organically animate in a way. Rolling up one of many. If I plan too much, it's often disappointing. It's much nicer if I just let it go the way it wants to go. But obviously sometimes it just doesn't work, and that's okay. Sometimes the mistakes are the bits that really reveal kind of new techniques. I love these sort of moments of imperfection, otherwise, you might as well just build it in AI. I mean, all of this started out as a mistake, really. This whole idea, like a few years back, playing with these rollers and doing mono prints, and then realizing that certain mistakes kind of work well as animation frames. Also, there's a reason why I do it straight on the table. The table's got quite a lot of texture, and it changes the texture of the way the paint goes on. And that comes through the animation. I've been working on this piece now for nearly 9 months. I've lived in various places and worked in different spaces. And I think you can see that evolution in those changes in the animation and the style of painting. My early career in animation really helped me find intuitive pathways, and then something happens and I kind of follow it. A lot of my work is kind of a reaction to my environment more than it is anything else, really. Like the space that I'm working in, but also like the area that I'm living in. With this, there's different sort of combinations of the way you can shoot it, and it's a whole nother sort of part of the project, really, beyond the animation itself. I like the handheld nature of the way I'm shooting this, just because, it adds this kind of human approach, this kind of humanity in the camera. This is kind of a good example. So you've got like it more standard and then it speeds up. Just experimenting with kind of shooting it in different orders. And now I think I'm going to slow it back down again with these next few frames, just by coming to shoot on one of the lines rather than moving on down this piece. When it's too clean, it's actually not that interesting. It's much better when it's got this kind of like, almost like dirt in the gate of a film camera, I've been a fan of Ryan's music for a long time, and then he moved in above me. We became friends, and at that point he saw some of my work, and I showed him some of these animation pieces, and he asked if I wanted to make a video for Soft Gradient Beckons, which is such an amazing piece of music. And I like the parallels with Ryan and how he works. He often annotates his music. I think he's a very intuitive music maker. I feel kind of the same about how I work. I don't really have a sketchbook. I just like to do. I like to make prints, so I always just dive into the final thing. I don't like to plan things too much. And like I said, sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. The final piece will be an installation. It'll be 11 20-meter rolls displayed in a space. It's kind of a direct representation of the track itself. Although I have edited bits and created loops, still all the work is in there. It's been a bit of a meditation practice for me as well. Like, it's so nice to do something where you can't focus on anything else. So my phone gets put down and I don't look at it for hours. And for me, it's pure flow state. And in some respects, when I'm working on this, I'm only really thinking about the last frames and the frames to come and how they affect the frame that I'm currently on. It's a really powerful thing to stand in the space with this installation that I've spent so long creating. Each frame has been with me in different places.
Right, well, that's such a nice shot as well. Anyway.
It's such an amazing piece of music, and it fits so well with this technique. And it's kind of because there's not really a clear beat to the track, so it allows for the animation to find its rhythm. It couldn't be better for the track in some ways. And Ryan and Erase Tapes have been very supportive and kind of given me the space to, work on this in my own time. I mean, you so rarely get the opportunity to make something like this. And they also helped find the final location for the installation, which is Beams Club in East London. One of the only spaces we could find that was big enough and iconic enough. It's been a real pleasure.
All right, let's roll these up.